Up the ramp, and there he will go. The Firebat's doing a great job getting on top of the loop.
Whether you like it or not.
Oh my god.
Play goal!
First sunken quality is going to go down. Second sunken quality is getting low. Muta's coming in and just getting absolutely annihilated here.
Oh no, the saddest storms you've ever seen. The Templar actually somehow surprisingly going through, and Siege Tanks hitting most of the bolsters in the front. Artosis pile driving this middle position, and Terror is going to lose everything.
That pro behind the mineral line somewhere.
Yeah, now gonna drop more stasis on everything that's here to defend, even now.
Another large attack. Let's see if those Reavers can get some shots off those. It's the storms. Oh my god.
Chills.
Ooh, this is good.
This is actually really good for Bonnet,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
It's
really good.
but it's so close. It's
There's two shuttles here, gonna be dropping a bunch of zealots on top of all these tanks. The high ground seemed like a good idea, but now with all the zealots on top of this, my god, everything is really stacked up right now. The storms could be huge, big storms on a lot of these tanks. The zealots are in such high. He's gonna try and come forward and take this out. Good target firing on that Arbiter, but it gets another great snake.
That's a Reaver. Can the Reaver save the day? Ball coming in with a flank. Can he do it? Reaver doing a lot of damage. And Ball
Over here on the left side are just a bit out of range to actually save that base, and with the wall picking off this base, oh, he's just barely gonna save it. But it might not matter. That is so much.
so many zealots, man. This is an invasion.
So here it comes. There's the big attack. Tons of vultures running forward. A YOLO attack here from Ultra. No mines on top of
And now he gets another zealot, and he goes through and he's killing the cannon.
and we're gonna get a kill here. Bonnet goes down. And here we go, running forward. The Lings are gonna body block the Zealots a little bit, and the Hydra's gonna start to pick them off. He's running forward, gonna jump on top of these. Made into anything, and Zero is just about out of this. He's gonna tap out. GG. What's up, guys? Welcome to this BSL video. I hope you've enjoyed the montage so far. Now I'm just gonna sit here and talk a little bit about the event itself, give you guys a rundown of what happened. I'm not gonna show you any clips from the finals, but I will link you down below. So go over and support Zero. Give him a sub while you're at it. He put on an amazing event this December. This is my first ever live event. I was so excited to go. I even got invited and my flight expenses paid, which was huge. Not that it was a super expensive flight from Japan, but it made me feel like a real professional caster for the first time, which was amazing. I showed up day one and man, I was just sweating. I really didn't know what to expect. The night before I met DeWalt, so I knew one person at the event, but that was it. Everyone else I was meeting for the very first time, and I really felt out of my element. I was like, what am I doing here? This is crazy. It is a real far cry from doing YouTube at home, I'll tell you that. But I helped Zero set up the stream. We used my microphone and put the audio together, but there were a bunch of issues with the audio. So if you go back and watch the VOD for day one, it's pretty choppy. I felt pretty bad about that. It wasn't totally my fault, but since I was helping out with the audio, it was a little bit embarrassing. Gave me something else to worry about, and I ended up casting with Rapid on day one, Rapid casting, which I'll be making a video about a little bit later on. I'll link that in the description when it's done, but even though I felt a little bit out of place, I felt like everyone was super friendly, really welcoming, and a lot of people actually knew my channel, which was a big surprise. I still felt a little bit nervous around everyone, so I didn't invite myself to go out with them on the first night. I went home and went to bed early. I was pretty tired, so it was easy to fall asleep. And day 2, I was fresh and ready to go. We arrived and I was able to cast with Artosis for the first time, which was a huge honor. Really a dream come true. I've been thinking about casting with him for I don't even know how long. It's been years and years, definitely longer than the 4 years I've been casting. What can I compare the experience to? Maybe if you imagine that you're a big fan of a famous singer and you've listened to all their songs, you really love the content of their music and the way that they sing, and you're a big fan of them for years, and finally you start singing yourself and you put in a ton of work to become a great singer, and one day you get the chance to do a duet. I think that's how I felt on day 2 casting with Artosis. It was pretty nerve-wracking, but it was an amazing feeling, and I was trying my best not to mess up or say anything stupid, so I was paying very close attention to the games. Artosis was doing a bit of back and forth between us, and I could feel him looking at me. I knew that he was looking at me, but I couldn't turn to look at him for whatever reason. I just felt way too nervous. I just couldn't look him in the eyes. I don't know if that sounds stupid, but that was just my feeling casting with Artosis for the first time. I couldn't look him in the eyes during the cast. Of course, I shook his hand, I looked him in the eyes, but during the cast, I just couldn't look over at him. But you know what? I felt pretty good about the cast and my performance. It really felt like the 4 years of casting experience on YouTube did a lot to prepare me for this, as well as my practice with Shun over the past year. Doing all these co-casts was great preparation for an event like this. And yeah, I hope that Shun can come out to the next event as well. That would be amazing. Oh, another thing on day 2, I played. Don't ask me why. The organizers came up to me and asked me if I wanted to play, and for whatever silly reason, I said sure. I had no time to practice. Of course, I was casting all the time. I didn't even get a single practice game in before my games against SPX and Missouri, where I got absolutely stomped. But it was a great experience, you know. First ever live event, I not only casted, but I also played. And getting beaten up by them was very motivational. It made me feel like I need to get my skills up, so I'm going to be practicing more to really up my level as Zerg. And we went out for dinner on that night. Thai food is amazing, guys, by the way. Thai food is so good. We had some excellent Thai food, and everyone was drinking and having a good time. I was really catching the vibe at that point, for sure. You can tell everyone's there for Broodwar and just to hang out with a bunch of friends. It's a good time. Day 3, Artosis wasn't there, and I kind of took over the stream. I casted like nearly 8 hours, something like that. A lot of players hopped on to co-cast with me, and a lot of pro players, but my throat was getting a little rough and my voice was starting to go. I guess it was because I was trying not to drink so much water. I kept having to go to the bathroom, so I tried to cut down on the water and my voice started to get worse and worse. Yeah, at the end of day 3, I went out with some of the guys and we got caught in a massive downpour of rain, but I had a good little chat with them, got a little closer to some of them. I drank a ton of lemon honey tea because my throat was really starting to feel it at that point. Went home, tried to get a good sleep, and got ready for day 4, where, I mean, day 4 was amazing. I casted with Artosis most of the day, and I was feeling a lot better about it. I was feeling way more comfortable, way more relaxed on the stream. So I was able to joke around and have a bit more banter with Artosis, which was amazing. And yes, I was finally able to look him in the eye. It was only day 2 where for whatever reason, I felt like I couldn't, and the nerves weren't really getting to me anymore. I was starting to feel at home on the stream. There was a ton of exciting games. It was getting a little more serious because this was past the group stage. Day 1 and 2 were group stages, but day 3 was a little bit more serious. When we finished up, we went out drinking. Everyone was celebrating and enjoying the final night, but my throat was ruined, guys. I was really struggling, so I just kind of hung out. It was really nice hanging out with everybody. The camaraderie in the air was amazing. It was so cool that everyone was here for the love of Broodwar. Everyone loved the same thing that I do, and they traveled, you know, from all across the globe just to play, watch, support the game. So awesome to meet all these cool people. Everyone just united for the love of the game. At the end of the night, Artosis gave me a few kind words, few words of encouragement that were insane. Actually, I never expected that. He was so nice. I had felt like I did a pretty good job, but just hearing it from Artosis Like the person that I look up to as the professional. You know, he's that guy in the Brood War scene, in the Starcraft scene in general, and it felt absolutely insane. I don't know how to describe it, but it was yeah, one of the greatest experiences of my casting career. And I can't thank him, all the players, all the fans who were there, the organizers and hosts. I can't thank them enough for giving me this amazing experience. But that wasn't the end. The next few days we had a bunch of activities. We went to a water park, which was really intense. There was a crazy water slide, actually so dangerous, but I gave it a try. I also did some skimboarding. We played some games. We had a lot of fun, and I connected with some of the players, which was really more than I could have asked for. We also went go-karting, and that was a really fun time. I'm definitely not the fastest one on the track, but we know that Mio is the slowest. Well, she got hit from behind, just a little bump, and after that, she wasn't too keen on going fast. One of the last nights, we went out to party in Patong, but I was feeling worse and worse in my throat, and it was getting bad. I could barely talk most of the time, and it really didn't get any better until I got back home to Japan, and I think I've only just now recovered. From what I can tell, it seems like I damaged my vocal cords during the event and got some sort of virus because of it. Maybe strep throat or something like that, but it was a powerful lesson about the importance of proper hydration during events, and, you know, taking really good care of my voice is like an instrument. So overall, Mio and I had an awesome time in Thailand and at the BSL, and Thailand is such a beautiful country, guys. We took the opportunity to visit some islands before the event as well. So I will be releasing a longer video detailing the full trip on Patreon pretty soon here. So thank you guys so much for your support, and especially those of you on Patreon who support me directly in what I'm trying to do. After going to the BSL in Thailand, I want to see more events, guys. I want to go to all the events, you know, including ones like the ASL where I won't have my flight covered for sure. So I'm going to need some support, guys. Thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you. Looking forward to meeting you at the next event. Make sure to come out and have this experience for yourself, guys. It is definitely worth it. Make some time in your life to get down to one of these events, especially in a place like Thailand. It's kind of like a vacation where you get to enjoy StarCraft and meet all of the greatest people in the foreign scene. It is incredible. Watch some great games, meet people like Artosis, like myself, hang out with us, drink with us. The fan experience is actually insane. It's so good. I could see the fans that were hanging out were having a really good time. So make sure that if you have the means and you have the time, watch out for these events, join them, support them, enjoy them. I hope to see you guys there. Oh, by the way, Sharp was there for a couple of days too. There were some show matches between Sharp and some of the foreign players. The winner of the tournament as well did a show match against him. God, he's so good, man. Sharp is amazing. It was really an honor to watch him, to talk to him, to kind of backseat him, watching him playing. I even got to see him play KCM as well. Kind of insane. Really a surreal experience to see him in person after watching him in all those ASLs, group select stages, and seeing him on the big stage playing. It was a really cool experience. So guys, until next time,